Oh, and SCAstrea is actually changing color here too, so snap. Alright.
Well, you fix that.
Just got rid.
Spawning in the top left-hand corner of Ohana, it is the different colored to reflect, I guess, his mood right now, the red SCAstrea. And his Zergy opponent up 1-0 in this best-of-3 semifinal series of Zotac. It is our green Zerg. It is Dignitas's dTefel in the bottom right-hand corner of Ohana.
I don't know.
So,
It kind of like Zergs that have been playing in tournaments for as long as Tefl has. You see your opponent pick Ohana, you know in the back of your mind what's going to come. Now, because of this, there are players who choose to go for a very fast third and then defend it with Sentry Immortal. And that's viable. Like, this bat plays very well off of 3 base for Protoss. For the same reason that it plays well off of 2 base. You have this natural choke that you can very easily defend multiple bases. But
exactly.
when you see that, you double expand as a Zerg player.
Yeah.
And you get Broodlords faster. And unless you're like really, really keen in like causing your opponent to delay their tech, then things can get kind of out of hand very fast. So you really have to balance aggression and economy on this map if you are going to play that macro game or that at least up to 3 base game.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting map. I actually kind of like the architecture because part of it is the whole it's splittable and it's only 5 bases a side type thing, so you can't get like a Zerg player in 8 bases or something on like Whirlwind where it's like, yeah, you're not touching me.
Yeah, and this is something that comes into play in ZBT a lot on this map. You have games that are like, okay, well,
the
if
Terran
I
gets
deny
up to
you either
5
your
base,
fourth or your
it's
fifth,
like,
well, all right, now when the Terran gets his 5th and you're already mined out, what the
yeah,
hell?
the Zerg is like, I've
Yeah,
just reached my
well,
stopping
shit.
point.
Yeah.
Because this is when the Zerg wants to take his 6th and 7th
Uh-huh.
bases, and there are no bases to take, and the whole map's mined out.
Yeah.
That's what I like. It gives other end games, like just different end game scenarios.
Yeah, it's not like Metropolis where you have, like, okay, I can take all of these bases and then some.
Yep. And we see the, it's interesting, Forge in the main.
Yeah.
Less vulnerable to a 6 pool.
This is something that one other player does almost routinely. I forget who it is. It's a foreigner.
Oh.
I feel like Korean Protosses just don't
They don't
do
do
weird
this.
shit like this. It makes me kind of sad because, like, for as innovative as their builds are, their building placement, they don't F with it at all.
They're very rigid about it. Because they're like, this is best, period.
Yeah.
We are doing the best.
Not to be confused with the best player for everything. I really, really want him to start streaming again. In Heartless form. I don't even play his style, but like he's a genuinely interesting individual to watch play.
All these all-ins.
Yeah.
I just remember the Super Tournament, like, Artos is like, how did the best get in the top 8? And then he saw the highlight reel, it's like, oh, I saw a Medevac and a Thor and a Banshee, okay, that's how he did it. Just some weird off-the-wall all-in.
I mean, like, if you were to look at players back then, Gumiho would be somebody you would instantly pick out. He's a very quirky player, but he has evolved into, like, this macro beast who has a very unique playstyle still, but who makes it work through just, like, superior mechanics and game, like, knowledge and positioning. The best is, like, that unrefined Gumiho.
For the whole APM thing, like, some people were, like, flirtatious with APM, like, oh, APM is everything. Yeah. With Gumiho's style, you actually do need that 400 500 APM. Like, that's when
he has so much weird shit in his army compositions.
That's when I have 1 billion APM is actually useful. That's when you need it.
You need every ounce of APM you can squeeze out of your body to be able to execute his builds.
Yeah, you gotta be fast.
At one point was doing a Hellion nuke play to deny opponents from getting, like, it's effectively a 2-base contain. But, like, with Raven Harass, that was actually Gumiho's build. Like, he did that in the GSL and in some of his practice matches, and QXC picked it up while he was at the FXO house. Gumiho executing that on stream was just, like, it was mind-blowing watching that.
Yeah, because most people just can't even hope to copy the builds like that, because it's like, sorry, you have 100 APM. That's not going to cut it.
This
Oh,
is
we see a
something
Dark
we see
Shrine.
in PvP a lot on this map because Archons break
Hi.
force fields, but in ZVP, this is very strange. I really want to see how he executes this. This is going to be a Sentry, Archon or Zealot Archon composition, most likely trying to break his opponent off of 2 base. I don't know.
Too
We'll
bad
see.
he can't afford charge yet. I'd like to see charge at this.
Yeah.
It is a +2
I
timing,
think we might
so
see it. In all honesty, he needs to save gas right now for the DTs to do initial damage and cause him to get spines and spores and stuff. But after that, I would be so surprised if we don't see charge.
and a fast third base.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Mind F, whoa!
Six City.
Yeah, this is actually. And he's
This
getting
is
Robotic
actually
Facility
really
now.
cool.
So this is going to be followed up by Immortals. This is
Yep,
more of
so
a
it's-
map control thing than.
Yeah, it's a DT expand.
Huh.
The DT expand into third base. It's like
This
the,
is something
the
you
new
don't see all
version
that often in ZVP.
of the one base DT expand.
Yeah.
Thing is, he's
Just
got to do
the-
damage because he's gonna be at a giant supply deficit otherwise. But
Yeah.
I'm glad he's not relying on this to like kill the Zerg because DT's killing
Oh,
Zerg is so
man.
2011.
Do you see? This is like. This is so sad. Oh no, he canceled it.
The one DT just take this and this.
He canceled the Hydro Stem. Alright.
Huh.
That could have been
Interesting.
really, really bad for SCAstrea, but things are working out quite well. He's not
Oh, and
actually
they've got-
morphing in any more Overseers, and he saw the DT initially, so...
He's making one in the natural, and that'll be enough.
Yeah,
The DT sees the infestation pit.
And that's key. DTs,
Yep.
at this point in the game, are as much of a scouting measure as they are to deal some sort of economic damage. Because
I like
you know
this
your
DT.
opponent's layer is going to be complete.
I love the DT in the main. Instead of trying to get a few more kills, he's
Absolutely.
actually just hiding in a corner. But the Overseers are going to bust him, I think. No. Wow, that Overseer came within like a hair
Yeah.
of finding it. So he's like, where did he go?
There really aren't... If you think about it, there aren't that many places to hide in your base on Ohana, but
Exactly.
it's okay. See, this was actually going to be a Hydralisk all-in, which would have been just devastating, unless
Wow.
those Archons did a ridiculous amount of damage, because you delay your Robotics Facility for so long, especially considering you got that third base. And here we do see the DT going to work.
Yeah, it was
This
a nice
moment
delay.
of thought really paid off, because he's going to get a couple kills here.
Yep. Just waiting until the Zerg hopefully goes out of position, and he killed a few units. The DT was worth it. He got scouting info. He only lost one DT, so
12
it's a
kills
good trade.
all in all. So
Yep.
he can be pretty happy with that. 2 DTs.
Yeah. I really like this decision because this Dark Shrine didn't put him ridiculously behind. Because now he can just get Archons.
Yeah. He is one at this point, but we will see him warp in additional Archons upon attacking. This is a very, very devastating unit composition if your opponent does not have the infestor count necessary to handle it. And this push by dTefel, I feel like it's going to be defended with ease.
Well, he's going into his 4th base and Broodlord tech.
Yeah.
But that'll be a while,
But
so...
this initial push, like, he can't afford to lose his roaches. This
Yeah,
composition
'cause-
by SCAstrea, it can turn the game in a just
Yep.
a coin flip.
Right now,
Dime,
since
that's what
he
it's
is
called.
transitioning into Hive and Broodlords, until that Greater Spire kicks in, Tefel's going to be in a point of vulnerability,
Yeah.
so it's the onus right now is on SCAstrea to hit him hard and hopefully kill him before that happens, otherwise
Yeah, and
he'll be in a
SCAstrea
bad
knows
spot.
that. He's
Oh,
pushing
yeah.
across the map right now. We'll see if
Anyone
he
at
can
this
make
level should know.
it. Yeah, definitely. I would hope so.
Killing the Overseers, I actually like that.
Yeah,
That'll make
especially considering his
DT
use of
warp-ins
DTs.
better. Yeah.
Oh, potentially bad engagement there, but
Ooh.
SCAstrea does back off in time. Very nicely
That was a good
done
juke.
by him.
Because he saw the infestation, he's like,
He's like, oh shit, yeah.
This
Whoops.
isn't good. Fungal could just ridiculously wreck me right now.
Yeah, especially considering all of his stalkers were out of position there. That would not have been good. The
Problem
sentries are just
is,
up
like-
for grabs at that point.
Tefel knows all he has to do is delay SCAstrea's push enough, and
Yeah.
he'll be fine. Greater Spire started.
Unfortunately, for him right now, he's supply blocked, and he's in the process of like creating units that he really doesn't want to at this point in the game. He actually needs roaches to be able to handle this composition because of the fact that there are Archons in there.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to be spending that money and that larva on links right now.
Yeah, no kidding. Larva, is really expensive, especially with only 4 hatch.
Yeah.
That's important to know.
Yeah, he
Larva
does
is a
not have a
limited
macro
resource,
hatch.
which is interesting.
And this is something that I feel like is kind of the course of the game. He was really caught up in defending that DT harass that I think it's something he skipped.
Yeah, the DT's knocked him off balance a little bit. It's just killing me to see SCAstrea just wait here, though, but
This is
he's
still a
trying to
very
make
strong
something
timing
happen.
here. The charge slots do get fungled, though. Actually, he does not have charge research quite yet. It's still researching. This is like an anti-timing here.
Yeah, no kidding, but
really
he's
bad
still
for
just
SCAstrea.
wrecking.
Yeah, actually. It's going
If he can
quite-
kill these infestors, that'll be huge, because look at the gas count for
It's
Tefel.
non-existent right now. He's not having enough to warp in Broodlords to be able to sustain this.
Yeah, like, if he loses these infestors, he has to either replace the infestors and not get broodlords, or make broodlords that will just die to blink stalkers.
Yeah, this is... Told you, man. SCAstrea's gonna tie it up.
Yeah, and look at this, we got a really nice gateway wall in
And
at
now
the
charge
fourth
is
base.
finished. So these zealots will be all that much harder to fungal.
Storm is getting research, plus 3 is going to finish soon.
Yeah, he's grabbing a force.
3 broodlords are in, but is it going to be enough? Like, these infestors just spent all their energy on infested Terrans.
And very nice decision by SCAstrea to move out. Not
Yes,
enough pros
I
do
agree.
this, even at the tip-top level. They'll take an engagement specifically because they're feeling like they can win it. They don't
Yeah.
think about the impact that might have on the game. By doing that, SCAstrea is going to come for round 2 with an even bigger push. And his opponent isn't going to be able to get the amount of broodlords that he can and it, like, really needs in time to defend it.
The fourth base living is actually really crucial, because that actually gives Tefel a really strong chance to not die here.
Additional larva, yeah. The queen did
That
die,
too.
though, so he won't have that additional production.
It's the harvesting right now, too, because he
Yeah.
doesn't have many broodlords and many infestors, but if he sits on 4 base for long enough, he will be able to get those numbers needed to deal with this Protoss army.
Yeah, SCAstrea's playing like a try and pick off extra units here and there game, but his composition is so zealot based at this point, and he's approaching max that he really just needs to
He needs to deal a hammer blow.
ho here while he still has a chance to.
Those broodlords are positioned so well right now.
And this
There aren't enough
engagement
stalkers.
is not really going to go the way that SCAstrea wanted it to.
This
He
is
missed-
turning pretty bad for
He missed
SCAstrea.
that follow-up timing. He just needed
Yeah.
to warp in around of stalkers and go for it.
He is going into Mothership, and
Yeah.
the whole thing is right here is that both players are on 4 base, so he has that going for him. He can actually, as long as he doesn't take a poor engagement, he shouldn't get crushed by the Zerg army.
Yeah,
Just because he won't have enough resources.
The game's not over for SCAstrea or anything. That was just like he missed his timing that he could have won the game.
Yeah, exactly. He should have won by now, but
It's also difficult to call that based on limited information. Interesting.
Yeah.
Tefel is actually only mining with one gas, one dread on gas in his main.
huh.
Considering how low eco the game's been, that's actually crucial. Like
That's got to be a mistake. I'm
that's
pretty sure I know what
500
happened.
gas
It's
that
because he
has yet to mine.
it's because he pulled all his drones, I think, at one point
Yeah,
for the DT harass, and he didn't resaturate his geyser.
Yep.
It still happens at a high level, guys. It shouldn't, but it does, and look at this.
And
This
the Immortals,
5th base,
YOLO hit squad.
YOLO Immortals.
Yeah, they will die, but they've done their duty.
Actually, the Immortals break the YOLO rule, because Immortals are
Yeah, that's
technically
true.
already dead.
Yeah, they're already dead. And meanwhile, we have a Warp Prism going into the main. This is very nice from SCAstrea.
Is he just going to Elevator and snipe tech? Because he's got enough Immortals to
Dude,
snipe
that is-
tech.
This is
But there's
really
no
cool
tech in the
because there's
main.
a point where if your opponent is not going for ultras, you do not need Immortals. They just take up supply. And oh wow, we actually have an engagement over here. No, pulling his entire army back to deal with this elevator, and that is exactly what he's doing, Gary.
This is usually what the Zerg player tries to do to a Terran player.
I know.
This actually did really well, because now look who's getting a 5th base.
Yeah, he's drawing
SCAstrea.
opponents out of position enough to. I mean, yeah, he's building another Warp Prism straight away.
Yeah,
He
this
may have
is
lost those units, but that was just freeing up supply.
yeah, because
Oh,
his
Miss
mothership.
Zealot
getting
having
close.
a furious battle with the Queen right now.
Oh,
Can
look
he
at
do
this!
it?
His 4th base is
No.
going to fall again. Wow, no cancel, and Tefel is sitting on 3 base right now against a soon-to-be 5 base Protoss.
He didn't cancel because he was like in a life and death struggle against his Zealot in his main base.
Yeah.
But these DTs are wrecking the drone line. Holy crap! He has
Oh,
lost so
God.
many drones this game. 51 workers killed. 2-1. from
And
Tefel here. He knows.
he's gonna lose his third. Tefel's gonna be all in at this point.
This.
Yeah, he has to. There's no other choice.
And there aren't that many there are no Colossi. It's non-existent. Oh,
but look at the
Templar just feedbacking so many of those infestors.
Yeah, look at the bank. SCAstrea can afford to lose units as long as his army doesn't get crumpled by this.
Yeah, and income-wise, pretty non-existent here for Tefel. He's now long distance fighting.
He just lost his hive.
One base.
He's just losing everything.
Yeah, he is.
Every unit lost right now is almost permanent at this point for Tefel.
I mean, all
and
of
his
these
supply.
Terran that he's using, he really needs to be frugal with his infestor energy. This is going to be difficult trying to win this game with the amount of units he has on the field right now.
It is a shame that the 5th base of SCAstrea is not saturated at this point.
I think... Oh, SCAstrea is actually...
But he's just warping into his main.
He's going to say, I'm going to kill everything you have, and you need to come up this ramp.
There's no neural parasite.
Oh,
and the infestation pit's dead. And the greater spire will follow soon. Oh, this infestor might die as it pops out of the egg. Tefel hasn't rebuilt his base being revealed, and he has enough for one extractor, guys. Just one extractor.
On the field.
Yeah. He morphs that into an extractor, that's it. So, he doesn't even need to kill this Zerg Death Ball. He just has to take his Zealots and DTs and pick off all the extractors and the game's over. And the Spines. The Spines are dying right now. He doesn't have Spines with his army.
Yeah.
He needed Spines with this army in order to have a chance.
Now his infestors just have no energy. I mean, these infested Terran...
Look at all these Archons. He's going to be able to Archon toilet with this mothership like a boss.
Yeah, this is going to be...
Oh, I wish he was more active with these Zealots and DTs on the map. All he has to do is, like...
So he won't be able to...
Oh!
That was actually a really good move on SCAstrea's part. It's just giving him
kind of cool.
A little bit more security in his win. It's pretty one-sided right now, but there is always that chance.
Yeah, he's not... He still has all these units. Okay, now he's starting to move them. Because, let's look at this. There are no drones on the field currently, so these structures
are... Overseers? There are no Overseers.
There are 2 Overseers.
They're not with the army, though. Where the hell are they?
I think they're in... Where are they? Okay, they're going up north right now. They're in the middle of the map by the watchtower, southern watchtower.
Oh,
they're going to meet up with the army. You're welcome. That's what co-casters are for.
I know, I was looking all over. I was like, oh my god.
I'm supposed to find this stupid crap everywhere. There's only one extractor. Just kill the extractor!
This is the only thing on the map.
Yeah, that's the only Zerg structure left on the map. I don't know why he hasn't killed it.
Because he wants to fight, because this game is being streamed.
Showboating.
Yeah.
All he needs to do is send one DT over there, the Zealot here. He just has to put the Zealot on there. You can see it. Oh, it's killing me.
And it's like, it's visible on the map too.
He's just trolling his opponent at this point. He's just trying to, like, rustle his jimmies and really get under his skin to hopefully tilt him in Game 3. That's what he's doing.
Crush him.
Yeah, you know what that's called? That's called hope torture.
Oh. That's another player I miss, man. Rainbow.
That's actually where it's from. Like, that's actually what the ID meant, hope torture.
That is actually awesome.
Yeah, like, that's what he's doing. He's hope torturing his opponent.
Rainbow's playstyle was really, really entertaining.
I miss Rainbow.
Yeah, he's another player that is not going to come back into the scene, but I want him to.
Yeah. Rest in peace, old players. Rest in peace. Yeah, he's going to force this engagement.
This is actually rather comical.
This is so silly.
You have to find the hilarity in what's ensued this game.
This is so stupid.
I know. It's just like completely unnecessary.
It is.
To sell it.
Sell it killing all the
If he was hold position, that would be even funnier. Like on the off chance we like misclicks on an A move.
Yeah.
Are there still 2 Overseers alive? Yes, there are. They're still nowhere near the army though. What the hell? Tefel.
Those Broodlords are in a nice spot because they can't get vortexed.
Yeah. He has 1 fungal though. It's like the only way he can detect his opponent's units right now. Oh no. He is... No, the Overseers! No!
Did they both die?
Yeah, he has one detector, and it is a fungal growth.
Yeah, and he's actually low on energy.
I believe that Tefel can take this match. He actually only has 1 corruptor as well in the field. Which is the only thing he has to work on the mothership. The task ahead of him is nearly insurmountable. Can he do it?
We're running out of Protoss structures on the map, man. He's got to do something
It
soon.
would be so like. It would be so.
It would
funny
be.
if
I would
Australia
face.
lost.
I just walk away if Estrella lost from here. I would just get up and
This
walk
would be
away.
like #1 on Reddit.
I'd give myself a swirly at home, man. That's how bad I would be. I wouldn't care.
Oh my god. All right.
What did he feedback? Oh, did he feedback all the? Oh, he feedbacked some of the infestors, not all of them.
Oh, he does have pylons on the map. Could you
He
imagine
does.
if like that Twilight Council was the last thing standing? Oh man.
Yeah,
It's
there's
fair,
like.
I don't quite know if he's forgotten or if he's still trolling at this point. The infestors are actually getting stormed right there. 2 survive. Oh, never mind. Estrella rebuilt his base, guys. Everything is okay.
It's alright, man.
I was worried
Don't
there
panic.
for a second, but
And he moves his whole army toward his new base. He's like not engaging the Broodlords. He wants to eradicate the Broodlord army.
it's his goal in life. This Zealot man, his jimmies must be so rustled. He's like sitting here on winning the game for the past 5 minutes or so, unable to do so. It's in sight. He sees it.
Yep.
He can see it off yonder in the distance.
Oh, why can't I go there? Why am I such a lazy zealot? It's the one narcoleptic zealot in like all the Protoss army.
Wow,
He's just
that was
asleep.
actually really cost effective there. Sacrificed a few stalkers, but got a lot of infestors.
Yep.
And he
Now
still
he's
has
down
2
to 2
vortex on the
infestors.
mothership.
And he's blinking in again, and there go the roaches.
2 infestors, new.
Yeah, the infestors.
Alright, so all the infestors are dead. Broodlords are the only thing remaining, and Tefel is going balls deep for these pylons. He does not know the opponent's positioning on the final nexus, though.
3 corruptors, 11 broodlords, 25 overlords
Oh, he has
against
2 corruptors. Right.
a myriad of Protoss units. Where are the other corruptors? Oh, they're like kind of north of the main base Berserk.
I still like watch
Oh,
Australia
there's-
leave 1 broodlord on the field and kill an extractor. Oh, there's
Now
the-
he finally taps
he
out.
ends it.
What?
The burden
that-
in the end was not on Estrella's shoulders to win the game.
That match, man. I don't know what to say
I have
anymore.
no words to describe what happened for the last like 7 minutes of that game, but
My brain is just coming out of my ears. Just, ah.